Here's my wool harvest I got the other day. Beautiful, beautiful wool. Lucy gave me this year. So, spring has come. Still very cold and wet, but the sun is winning. The warmth, the flowers are coming. So beautiful. Crocus. The dewdrops on there. All closed up for the night. And the birds are just so busy. So everybody's had their hay. And everybody's calm and Hey Millie. Yeah? Aisha. Aisha. Oh. Big calf having her morning suck. Which she doesn't need, but she wants. And Fiona's come home to have her baby. Yeah. Which is going to come soon. And over here we have Lucy and Clara. Oh, yeah. Just having their breakfast. Oh, yeah. And here's all the hay that wasn't so great. Oh, yeah. So we'll try sitting over here and just see how we go. So I'm here in the morning sun. And got my milk, my morning milk. And this video is for all of you subscribers, you who are paying and not paying. I was just, I just felt this was a really good idea today. So I'm gonna, do a video about life and about what I feel is going on. And as with all my videos, it's all about how I sense it. And if you're sensing something different, that's fine, because we're all unique. And so I'm not telling you what's right for you, ever. So, I'll just share a little bit about what I feel I'm learning as I go, and that's what's so beautiful I feel about life. For us, all of us, we all these beloved children of God, and we all hold God's essence. God is alive within us. But we're all on a soul journey, and we're all learning. Every day you can learn something very profound. And I just love that. I love how life is teaching me something all the time. So every time I have a new insight and I say, oh, that's right, that's how life, that is what is true. Then a month later I might get some new realization that actually in a way dismisses the other one. So it's like wearing new garments. You have a dress for a while, and you feel it's so good for you, and you love wearing it, and suddenly you don't like it anymore. It doesn't suit you. It's the same with these realizations about life. So first of all, I'll say, I'll say thank you for being there, and for wishing to be a part of this channel, whether you're paying or not paying. And thank you also for your comments, and I don't always answer your comments, so thank you for sharing what you have to share in the comment section, and thank you for being here. So I'll start off. Let's have some more milk. I'll start off saying, if you feel life is challenging and you think it's really hard being a human being, and that life is really weird also, and that you are really weird, I know how you feel, because I feel this every day. In one way I feel really rooted and really feel I know where I'm going, and in another way I really don't know anything. And as they say in the old spiritual traditions, it is in the not knowing that we know. So I think, first of all, if you have all this, you think it's really difficult, love yourself in that, because we are so used to judging ourselves, condemning ourselves, hating ourselves every time we feel that we haven't got it worked out. We don't know what's happening. We don't know we're all confused. Very quickly our mind says, well, you're no good then. How can you be useful? How can you be valuable when you don't know where you're going? You don't know anything, and you feel strange. And so I really wish to share with you. Really notice that this is not your heart speaking. Your heart will never ever say that you're bad, ever. It can only say that you're beautiful, because that's what you are, and that you're precious and that you're valuable. And so what's happening now, as I see it, is that we're moving from one reality into a new reality. And with our old mind, we will say, how can one reality be wrong and then suddenly there's a new reality? Well, they can. And that's what's happening as I sense it on earth. Everything we felt was true and right and in a certain way before, and that was real, is dissolving. And we're moving into a different way, and a completely, in many ways, opposite way of seeing ourselves and the world and everything. And of course, when you move from one reality into a new reality, there has to be confusion and strange periods of time where everything feels strange. Yeah? Oh. So, ja, kommer du till mig? Kommer du till mig? So, and what really helps us move on is to stop judging ourselves and condemning ourselves because we aren't as we used to be, or we can't work life out. We think everything is difficult. If I mean, see, in one part of us is feeling all this difficulty in life, and see if on top of that, which is very, very difficult, I mean, it's very challenging to not know where you're going and feel that everything is strange, and maybe you feel physically sick, everything is, your family's fallen apart, everything's breaking down, and at the same time you have yourself judging yourself, saying, well, you're no good. That's hell. That is just hell on earth. So if we can stop the condemning, stop, realize, come here, come here. She wants to go to the camera. Come, Lucy. Come, Lucy. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Oh dear. So you see, it's double or even more difficult for us to move through this process, which we are in. So, yes, is to tell you that's my suggestion to you if you're feeling that life is difficult, like I am, to notice when this ego starts to condemn you and pull you down. And to as soon as you realize and you say to yourself, this is my ego, it's not me, it's not truth, it's a lie that's speaking to me, and I let it go. Then you can be in your state of being without this bullying. And you will move forward, and you will discover that everything is changing to the better. Everything is becoming healed. Everything old, that was very unhealthy and very, very, really sick, a sick way of being human, is dissolving. And you are becoming your divine self. In a way, you are in a birthing process. And I promise you, your life will become very, very beautiful. That was one of the messages I got this morning too, because when you really, really listen to your heart, you stop condemning yourself and you allow yourself to have quiet time to really connect with your heart. The angels and God and everyone who's really trying to help you all the time to live in love and light, they guide you. Come here, I should you. And I was told very clearly, I was told to go and spend more time with the animals because I get too practical, and they don't want that. God doesn't want that. So this brings me to the next message of the day. Come here, Liske. Come. The next message of the day I was given, and I can share with you, was, it is your inner being that is creating your life. And when there's something you're in doubt whether you should do or not do, I was really told very clearly this morning that it's not really a matter of whether you do it or don't do it. It's your state of being. It's where you are in your heart. That's really what matters. So some people call it lift your frequency, lift your vibration. So what we're being really, really strongly asked to do in this process, and which is going to be our future life, is to deeply connect with yourself, your heart. This sanctuary, the kingdom of God within you. Go there every day, several times a day. And whatever helps you to come into this place, do it. And it's so powerful, I can just feel it talking about it now. this is life. It's like a a very simple picture, a car going to the petrol station. This is where you fill your tank. This is where you're going to get what you need. Let's take this off. And I mean, I've been doing this for many, many years, but luckily, because the earth is awakening and there's so much more love and light on the earth now, it's much easier to do it now than it was just 2 years ago. So whatever helps you, whether it's prayer, it can be walking in nature, sitting with your animal, whatever. I use coffee enemas. I mean, it sounds so stupid, but they help me. They really, really help me to tune in, to go deep. And I feel I get many messages while I'm doing a coffee enema. I mean, whatever you feel in this period of your life helps you to come into this place, and there everything you need is really given you, and you are brought into in a way you can say there's a lower part, there's two yous. There's the you that you used to be, which is which is very heavy for all of us, and there's a new you which is very enlightened and very beautiful and feels really, really wonderful about being on earth and being you. And every time we connect with our heart and go into this quiet place, into this sanctuary, our inner sanctuary of love and light, wisdom, peace, beauty, we go here, you're connecting with the higher part of you, your beautiful self, your wise self. So you're stepping really into the new world, the new you.
Ja, kom du her?
And when you step into the new you feel completely different. And what I was shown this morning is that very, very fine state of being is where God wants you to be. No matter what you're doing, whether you're washing up, taking your children to school, whatever you're doing in life, He wants you to be in this very high, very, very beautiful space in your heart. And really the bird songs and the animals they represent this place.
Ja. Oh,
Just pull her over.
ja. This is it. Ja. Er du bange for den der? Er du bange for den der?
So you become the high vibrational you. And it's really like you've moved into you've moved yourself from one reality to another. And so while you're washing up or milking your cow or whatever you're doing, everything has changed. And you of course feel so much better. And of course the periods of time where we feel confused and strange and all this, they will slowly not be there anymore, because we move into this clarity. We decide, I wish to live in this clarity. I wish to live in this peaceful place, and let this kingdom of light that's in me become who I am. So it is just, I don't know if this sounds really strange and is a bit messy, but I just felt this very strongly. I wanted to share this with you. That life is really challenging right now, but it's so beautiful. There is a feast of love. I mean, we have our parties on earth with humans. They can be wonderful and real fun and real happy. But in heaven, right now, right where you are, there is this feast going on, the feast of love, and it is so powerful. It is pure joy, and it is purity. I mean, often when we party, it's not very pure. It gets quite heavy, really. But the feast of heaven is a completely pure place, and it's just so beautiful, and it's going on all the time. And when we go into this place, we become present in our hearts. We are actually stepping into this feast of love. It's full of love, full of joy, full of friendship, sharing love with each other. They're singing and dancing and praising God. It's just going on in right now all the time. So, and it's accessible for us. So, yeah. So that was what I wanted to share this morning. She doesn't want to show her face on the camera today. But she was so sweet the other day. I saw her. I had shown her mother, and I can just give you a look at them. Here's the mummy. Yeah. I gave them extra hay this morning. And here's Lucy. Yeah, just do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's so full of peace and love. It's so beautiful. It is saying, humans, just relax. You are so beautiful. You are so loved. We are all one. I'm your sister. There's nothing to fear. So beautiful. So the other day I had shorn the mother, and I had tied her to this pole here, and the mother was actually not very good to shear because she wouldn't stand still. And then she came over, and she just stood there, went to the pole, and she just said, "Shear me now, please." And she stood like that, like she was in heaven, for the 3/4 of an hour. It didn't take me very long.
Du er så smuk, lille skat. Du er så smuk.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Let's see if we can get her in the film here. So sweet. So, yeah, that was my message for this morning, or for now, and I'm not making many videos for all you subscribers, but I wish all the best for you and God's blessings over you, and may you feel all the love and all the peace that's just beaming into the earth now. May you feel the kingdom of light within you, and just really, really enjoy to be you, and accept this process just as it is, with the difficulties and the days that are easy and the days that are hard. So bless you, dear one. See you. You want to say goodbye, Lucy? Want to say goodbye? What? Yeah? Okay. See you, my dear. Bye. The cows also say goodbye. Lula. Yeah. Yeah. Emily Rose? Yeah, see you, my friend, she says. See you.